First of all, thank you so much, JLUSA family, Uncle Ronald, Deanna, Matt, Hakeem, the whole crew. Thank you all so much. So I have 5 to 8 minutes to try to just first of all congratulate you, but also if I can just encourage you along even more in this journey. Thank you, Brandon, for those reflections. Ditto, very powerful. Yes, you are strong. You are powerful. And you are here for such a time as this. And there will be forces. There will be times where you step into places and spaces. It could even be businesses or nonprofits that you have created, where there will be forces that try to shut you up, that try to embarrass you, that try to make you feel less than, but don't you believe it. Don't you believe it for a second, because you are here, your voice, your story, everything that you've been through, even the decisions that you've made, it is all for a purpose, on purpose. So first of all, I want to start by congratulating you once again. Just Leadership USA Leading with Conviction 2022 graduates. I am so proud of you. I'm proud of you for making the decision and being intentional about investing in yourself and your personal growth and professional development, for staying committed to this program, for overcoming all of the obstacles that life has presented to you, and all that you have done and continue to do to positively contribute to your communities and to our world. You've already been through so much in your own personal and professional lives, and have already been leading initiatives, policy reform charges, mission-driven organizations and businesses. So you are already established, esteemed, and important leaders in your city, your state, your hometown, and this nation. If I can encourage you, I just want to share one major takeaway that I still keep with me to this day from the Leading with Conviction JLUSA program. The greatest takeaway for me from my time in Leading with Conviction was this concept of, and the skill of, not being afraid to lean in. Somebody put in the chat, lean in all caps. Not being afraid to lean into conflict. Our facilitator, David, opened up the conversation in the session with, conflict is not a bad thing. I really didn't quite understand what this meant when he first presented it, but I quickly found myself in real life situations where I had to begin to make difficult and sometimes and often unpopular decisions. Sometimes I've had to be a whistleblower and a voice for the voiceless, even if I stepped on some folks' toes in the process. Sometimes I've had to be a peacemaker and a referee amongst people when they disagree, and help people to see that we can still disagree, or as some folks say, agree to disagree, and be respectful of one another and still come to an amenable conclusion. As a leader, especially in the spaces that we frequently step into, based on our own personal experiences as directly impacted individuals in criminal and juvenile or youth justice, we have to know our values and stick to them. We have to know our personal values and stick to them. To be unshakable in our integrity and our personal value system, unmovable like a tree planted by rivers of waters. Our values are inherently tied into our identity. What makes us us? What makes you you? What makes you unique? What makes you the leader that you are? You are leaders who the world needs. We need now. When we are working on policy reform especially as it relates to amending or eradicating abusive, unjust, and/or disenfranchising laws and policies around things such as mandatory sentencing, death penalties, solitary confinement, banning the box, second chances for returning citizens, and those with violent offenses, expunging records, and so on. We naturally have to lean into conflict with society, with the status quo, with political figureheads, with board members, with the powers that be. We have to lean into conflict. We have to have hard conversations and move the needle forward in a room full of people with different backgrounds and with different vantage points on traditionally polarizing issues. We also have to be okay with everyone not liking us, being challenged, and not everyone agreeing with us, with our approach, with our mindset, with our problem-solving process. The skill of leaning into conflict is a skill set that we must be equipped with, even in our own personal lives. If we can commit to this challenge, we become masters at it, and thus more impactful peacemakers, strategists, reformers, and world leaders. No matter what you do, always lean in. Really, it has a lot to do with internal work. People are waiting for you to show up in rooms and to lean in. You are worthy. You belong in the spaces that you step in. Your voice, your experiences have immense value, and so many people need to hear your story, to hear your voice, and to learn from your leadership. All right, great people. I love you. God bless you. And each and every day, I just want you to remember, lean in. Thanks, guys.